students, now we'll see method of changing dependent variable. Right? In the method of changing dependent variable, if you see, the equation is of the form d square y by dx square plus p dy by dx plus qy equal to r, where p, q are functions of x. So what you have to do is y equal to vz. We have to substitute y equal to vz, where v and z both are functions of x. Okay. So what is, if you substitute y equal to vz, what will be dy by dx? dy by dx will be equal to v differentiation of z dz by dx plus dv by dx into z. Right? So this is what you will get. Now what is d squared y by dx square? Again once more differentiation. So that will be v d square z by dx square plus dv by dx into dz by dx plus dv by dx into dz by dx plus d square v by dx square into z. So if you simplify this, there is this 2 times. I have marked in pencil. No, this comes 2 times. So you can write it as v d square z by dx square 2 dv by dx into dz by dx. That comes twice. No, so you can write it as 2 times, and then after writing it as 2 times, the last one, that is d square v by dx square into z. Okay, so using, this is equation 4, using 2, 3 and 4 in equation 1 we get. Okay, using 2, 3 and 4 in equation 1. What is my equation 1? Equation 1 is d square y by dx square, that we have found. Here it is, that is equation 4. D square y by dx square. If you substitute y equal to vz, this is what we got. Next one is p. Next one is p dy by dx. What is dy by dx? We have found dy by dx to be v dz by dx plus dv by dx into z. These two we are going to substitute in equation 1. So what you will get? This is what you will get. It is v d square z by dx square plus 2, okay, 2 dz by dv by dx into dz by dx plus d square v by dx square into z plus p, this is dy by dx, v dz by dx plus dv by dx into z plus q vz equal to r. Here we can take v together, that is v, all the v can be collected together. So this is what we get, v times d square z by dx square plus p times dz by dx plus qz plus dv by dx term can be taken together, that is 2 dz by dx plus p dz. Here you can see. Okay, I have done the pencil mark and the red mark, right? So the term which is left is z d square v by dx square equal to r. Now dividing by z both sides. So z is there, no, we can divide by z both sides. We get d square v by dx square. Here you can see, right? We are going to divide z on both the sides. So we will get d square v by dx square plus p times p plus 2 by z, because there is no z here, dz by dx, dv by dx plus 1 by z, d square z by dx square plus p dx by dz by dx plus q z of v equal to r by z, because r there is no z. This is equation 5. For known z, equation 5 is an equation with v as dependent variable. In order to solve equation 5, we put the restrictions either on the coefficients of v and on the coefficient of dv by dx. First, let us assume that the coefficients of v in the equation 1 is 0. Okay, so if you take the coefficient of v is 0, then you will get what is coefficient of v here. So this is coefficient of v, right? In this equation, d square z by dx square, this is coefficient of v. If you take it as 0, this will be d square z by dx square plus p dz by dx plus qz equal to 0. So using this equation in equation 5, what is our equation 5? This is our equation 5, right? What is the term we are taking it as 0? That is d square z by dx square plus p dz by dx plus qz equal to 0. If that term we are taking it as 0 here, So this equation reduces to, very simple, right? So this equation reduces to d square v by dx square, that is the first term, plus 2 by z dz by dx plus p, this is the second term, okay, into dv by dx. We have written here dv by dx, and here d square z by dx square plus p dz by dx plus qz equal to 0. No, this coefficient we have taken it as 0. The whole thing will be 0. So we are left with r by z. So it is r by z. The equation 7 is a linear equation. The above equation is a linear equation in dv by dx. So if you take dv by dx, that is this is the linear equation, no, dy by dx plus py equal to q. We know that. Okay, so if you take this equation, you know, Lagrange's equation, dy by dx plus py equal to q, here you can take the integrating factor e per integral p dx, same way. But this is equation in y, right? And here it is a equation in dv by dx. So if you take in that form, that is d square y by dx square plus p dy by dx equal to q, here y, whatever y, in the place of y we have v. So integrating factor will be y dash e per integral p dx equal to integral e per p dx q dx plus a. So using that, what is p here? Dy by, that is dv by dx coefficient, that is 2 by z dz by dx plus p, right? What is q? Q is nothing but r by z, right? Q is r by z. Integrating factor is, what is integrating factor? E per integral p dx. So integrating factor equal to e per integral p dx, that is 2 by z dz by dx plus p into dx. Okay, d by dx of log z. Okay, we know that d by dz, not it is note, sorry, I have written not, it is note. D by dx of log z is nothing but 1 by z dz by dx. If you take integration of 1 by z dz by dx of dx is nothing but integration of d by dx of log z into dx, that is log z. So using this concept, you can convert this into log z, to log z, then it will be integral p dx. We know that e to the power of a plus b will be e to the power of a, okay, into e to the power of b. Same way, this can be divided into e to the power of 2 log z into e to the power of integral p dx. That is, you will get there is log z square and e and log inverse function. So you get only z square e per integral p dx. Okay, the solution, if we take the solution, y dash, that is the solution is v dash integrating factor, that is z square integral p dx equal to integrating factor, that is z square integral p dx into q, that is r by z dx plus a. This is the solution, right? Linear equation solution, right? So dv by dx into z square e per integral p dx equal to integral something. Same way, here z gets cancelled, right? So you are left with only z e per integral p dx r dx plus a. So you'll be getting dv by dx equal to, if you divide this z square e per integral p dx on both the side, you will get a by z square e per minus integral p dx. And then you know that integral e per integral p dx, if you taking to the other side, that is 1 by, it will become 1 by e per integral p dx. 1 by can be written as e per minus integral e per it means e per minus integral p dx. Okay, that is how it is. 1 by we are converting into power. So 1 by x is x to the power of minus 1. No, same way we are converting this. So 1 by z square e to the power of minus integral p dx. This is from this side, and whatever is remaining we are writing. Right, so integrating above with respect to x, we get dv by dx is turned into v. Okay, so while integration, one more constant b is introduced, and integration of other two, right? This is our equation 9, where a and b are arbitrary constant. If the value of z satisfying the equation 6 is known, then v can be obtained from this equation. This is the method. Okay, this method is known as the method of changing dependent variable, right? So using the method of changing dependent variable, we'll try to solve one of the sum. Solve d by dx of cos square dy by dx equal to cos square x into y. equal to 0. The given equation can be simplified to d by dx of cos square dy by dx. No, we are going to use the uv form. That is, first you keep as it is, cos square x, and differentiate b, that is d square y by dx square, and then you keep dy by dx as it is, that is b, and you are going to differentiate u. If we differentiate cos square x, what it will be? 2 cos x, and differentiation of cos x is minus sin x. That's why we got minus here. And then whatever it is, this is the same thing, cos square x into y. That is the same thing, cos square x into y. There is no change. So you are getting, if you divide cos square everywhere, what you will get? D square by dx square minus 2, because you are dividing by cos square x, no? Cos x gets cancelled, sin x by cos x is tan x. So 2 tan x dy by dx, cos square gets cancelled, so only we are left with y, and 0 is only 0. So this equation is of the form d square y by dx square plus p dy by dx plus qy equal to r. That is, you can use this changing dependent variable form, right? And you can use what is p, what is q, and what is r. P, compare these two equations. If you compare these equations, what is p? P is nothing but our minus 2 tan x. What is q? It is 1. What is r? It is 0. So, method of changing dependent variable and making use of the substitution y equal to vz, we have z equal to e power minus half integral p dx. This is the formula like this you can take, which is proved in the previous derivation. Therefore, z equal to e power minus half into integral p dx. That is e power minus half into integral, what is my p? Minus 2 tan x into dx. 2 gets cancelled. So you'll get e power integral tan x. That is, what is integration of tan x? Log of secant x. You will get en log or inverse function. No, you'll get only secant x. So what is q1? Q1 is nothing but q minus half dp by dx minus p square by 4. This you can take it as a formula for this particular type. So it is q1 is nothing but q minus half dp by dx minus p square by 4. So using this formula, what you will get? What is my q? Q we have taken as 1, right? Q is 1 here. So what is q? Q is 1. And r is 0, p is minus 2 tan x. So you substitute all. Q is 1 minus half dp by dx. What is my p? P is minus 2 tan x. If you differentiate, differentiation of tan x is secant square x. Okay, 2 secant square x. Then p square. P square, p is what? Minus 2 tan x. So 4 tan square x. Yes, we got here 4 gets cancelled. Here there is a 4 denominator, no, it gets cancelled. So 1 plus secant square x tan square x. Secant square x minus tan square x is 1, right? So 1 plus 1 is 2. So we got here as r1. R1 is another formula. R1 is r times e power half into integral p dx. Here r is 0, right? Here r is 0. Can see here r is 0 here, right? So this r we are substituting here, that is 0 into e power half integral p dx. That is 0 only. So if the formula becomes d square y by d x square plus q1 into v equal to r1. So d square b by dx square. Q1, what we got? Q1 is here, it's 2. So q1 value here we got it as 2, right? So substitute here 2. What is r1? R1 is 0, right? Here we got r1 somewhere we calculated, right? Yes. Here r1. R1 is what? It is 0. So you substitute here. Ultimately, this is our differential equation, no? D square plus 2 of v equal to 0. So the auxiliary equation is d square plus 2 equal to 0. D equal to plus or minus square root of 2i. So using the e power, that is alpha plus or minus I beta. What will be the CF? It will be e power alpha x into cos of beta x plus C1 cos beta x plus C2 sin beta x. Using that formula, alpha is 0, beta is root 2. So C1 some constant. So I'm taking it as a cos of beta x. Beta is what? Root 2. Root 2 into x plus b sine, one more constant, b sine beta into x. So root 2 into x. this is my v, right? That is the complement